Now, I've got friends who are Evertonians. I used to go and watch them quite a lot. Stand on Gladys Street with my mate Pete and his daughter back in the day. So I've got a soft spot for Everton. I was slightly gutted last.
Me less so.
Yeah, you less so, but probably because they beat you in a game.
4 years running.
Yeah,
Thanks.
But I was. It was horrible to think that they could be going down. They were 2-0 down last night, thinking they had to go to Arsenal and get something, which was looking pretty tough. They looked down and out, but they bounced back and they somehow won 3-2. A great relief, I'm sure, for everybody involved with the club. So where do they go from here to make sure it doesn't happen again? I mean, we've got to let them enjoy their moment. We'll talk about that first.
Plays for Dele Alli as well.
Yeah.
That was good.
From Falcon Blues TV, Mike Lloyd joins us. Hiya, Mike.
Hi, you okay, boys?
How were you feeling at half-time? Were you thinking, that's it, really? I mean, because they got booed off, didn't they?
I didn't want to go back to my seat. I'll be brutally honest with you. I had to be probably dragged back to my seat for the second half, and I was in bits. I thought it was over. Everyone did, really. It was like when Tyson Fury got back up from the knockout in that last round against that fight. I've never seen anything like it, really. Goodison Park was electric last night. It'll live long in my memory, certainly.
At 2-1, did you think it's on? Or did you notice a difference in Palace? Did you think, we're back in this now, we can do it?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't give in, really. It was like something changed, really, when that first one went in. And I just probably started to believe then. And then when the second one went in, I was 100% convinced we were going to get out of it. And, thank heavens we have, because the last 9 months have been absolutely horrific. I do not want to revisit this season at all. Just completely put a line through it and start again next season.
Yeah, it was funny, wasn't it? The first couple of games under Rafa, they looked all right, Everton, when they were getting the ball, getting crosses in. The injury to Calvert-Lewin didn't help, did it?
I mean, yeah, we've had catastrophic injuries this year, but yeah, the first couple of games we started all right, and then we played Watford on the 23rd of October, and they beat us 5-2. They scored 3 or 4 goals in the last 15 minutes and blew us away. And then we didn't win another game then, I don't think, till Arsenal in and around Christmas. So, yeah, he did have injuries, but there's been, horrific off-the-field decisions which have ultimately led to the position we're in now. And I really hope the club can take stock of what's happened and make sure it doesn't happen again, because, as I said, I do not want to revisit what's happened.
What do you make of the job that Frank Lampard's done since he came in?
Yeah, I'm very, very happy with the job he's done. He's united the fan base, which needed to be done, because under the previous manager, I'm not even going to mention his name, it was horrific. I didn't want to go and watch my football team. He's a Liverpool legend, and he should have been nowhere near Everton Football Club. And the fans helped get us over the line over the last couple of games, and under Benitez lost the fans. So Lampard's done a great job, and he's united the fan base. I mean, you saw it last night, him singing with the fans and engaging with us. And, he's a real leader, and I've got a lot of respect for him for the job he's doing at the moment.
One of the plus points of the season has been Anthony Gordon. I've been impressed with him live and on TV. He's a real prospect, isn't he?
Yeah, local lad will bleed blue, will die for the shirt, and that's all Evertonians really want, is for our players to put a shift in. And he's one that's come through the academy. We haven't really had many over the last couple of years that have come through and got into the first team. And, he ran his socks off. And he has done that for the last couple of games.
Would you like to see a bit of churn now? There's probably players that need to move on. There's probably players you probably don't want to move on, but with the money you generate from their sale, you can build in other areas. I mean, who are you expecting not to be there next season, Mike?
How long have you got? I mean, this is the point that I was making about these terrible off-the-field decisions. The recruitment strategy over the last couple of years has been diabolical. It's been a shambles. There's players there that are on too much money, and they give zero value for money. You've got players on enormous wages who haven't played or have been injured. St Tosin hasn't played. Probably, has he played a game this year? I'm not sure. Fabian Delph's played very little football. Yerry Mina, he's a fantastic defender, but he's never available. So there is going to be a lot of movement there. Hopefully Frank can get the money and invest it wisely.
The key ones really to keep are Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, and I think that's going to be difficult.
Yeah, I mean, out of the two, I'd rather keep Richarlison. I think Calvert-Lewin maybe hasn't done himself any favours with Evertonians over the last couple of months. Obviously, last night, with the exception, he got us out of trouble big time. But
he had a bad injury. You've got to be fair.
Yeah, I think sometimes for strikers, it's about getting back into a rhythm, and he's really struggled to get going again. That can happen, Mike. But George, you sense a bit of a lack of effort. Is that the word sort of among the fans, that you didn't feel he was maybe doing as much as he could?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, players get injured all the time, and I think the effort maybe hasn't been there from him over the last couple of weeks, couple of months. But I'll be eternally grateful for the goal that he scored last night. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, out of the two, I think I probably would rather keep Richarlison. I think he's got maybe another season left in him for us.
And we were chatting to your fellow Evertonian Sam Avery yesterday, and I said it's shades of 1994 and Graham Stewart. I didn't expect it to be the same scoreline, though. I mean, again, what is it, about 3-2s in Everton?
Everton never do anything easy and straightforward. It's always the hard way. But I'm just glad it's over. I'm just relieved that we don't have to carry on with this stress and this nightmare of the season that we've had.
Yeah, be interesting to see what happens at the weekend, whether you go out with a cigar on and just play some lovely silky football, or whether you get a shoeing. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. I mean, you probably don't care now, do you?
Well, yeah, I really don't care. I don't. And, we've got 39 points. It's terrible, but it's probably the first weekend that we can relax for a long, long time. So, whatever happens on Sunday is irrelevant, really.
Just a quick one, finally. Andy mentioned Dele Alli, who did make a difference when he came on. Would you like to see him stay? Would you like to persevere with that experiment or not?
Tough question. There's clearly a player there, and if Frank can get a tune out of him, then fantastic. He was great last night when he was the difference last night. So, yeah, do you know what? Take a risk on him, see what he's like. We've took risks on worse players over the last couple of years, so yeah. I hope he's a success.
Well, he's not cost you much, and if you sell him now, you're not going to get a lot for him. So if you give him another season, you could have a player worth a few quid again, because there, as you say, there's a player there. Please just stay up, Mike. Good to talk to you. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
There we are, Mike Lloyd there from Falcon Blues TV. We've added Liverpool to the list. We will be giving you 4 games in the Falls panel. We've got a TalkSport listener ready to go. We're going to do that very shortly.